Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, lately we've been hearing a lot about Black Americans being racist and Black Americans being xenophobic, and it is really surprising to a lot of us because I see us as being just the opposite. You're not xenophobic because you say that you want people to come to your country legally, and you're not xenophobic if you express a concern that people who are not citizens of your community are taking up resources that need to go to the people of that community. People who have paid taxes in that community, whose families have paid taxes in that community, whose families have worked to build up that community. You're not being xenophobic because you express concern about what's happening in that community. But anyway, I came across something on my Twitter page that I thought was very interesting. And it's this picture that you see on the screen. So I decided to go and look up a little information to see who really is the most xenophobic in America. Who is the most biased or prejudiced in America? And so the results didn't surprise me, but I'll share them with you. Harvard study finds implicit racial bias highest among white people. You don't say. If there's one thing we should all be able to agree on, it's that all human beings belong to the same species, Homo sapiens. But a new study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences on Monday has found a yawning gap between what people claim to believe and what they actually hold true. A team from Harvard and Tufts gathered data from more than 60,000 subjects who took part in 13 experiments that tested their implicit biases. An overwhelming majority, over 90%, explicitly stated that white people and non-white people are equally human. But on an implicit measure, white U.S. participants, as well as white participants from other countries, consistently associated the attribute human with their own group more than other racial groups. So they saw only white people as being human as opposed to everybody else being animal. Conversely, Black, Asian, and Hispanic participants showed no such bias, equally associating their own group and white people with human. The biggest takeaway is that we're still grappling in a new form with sentiments that have been around for centuries. Author Kirsten Morehouse, a PhD student at Harvard, told AFP. So see, what they're saying is that white people do not see other groups of people as human. So even though we may be trying to see each other as equal in the humanity realm, but Black, Asian, and Hispanics see all people as human. White people only see themselves as human. Now, how does that translate when it comes to xenophobia, is what I'm asking. Throughout history, the dehumanization of other races has been used as a pretext for unequal treatment, ranging from police brutality all the way to genocide. So see, what they're saying here is that because they don't see you, whites don't see other groups as human, it has been a pretext or an excuse for unequal treatment, including police brutality all the way down to genocide, as what we're seeing now in other parts of the world. The research relied on the implicit association test, a tool developed in the 1990s and now widely used in the field. It tests the strength of associations between two concepts, for example, Black and white people or gay and straight people, and to attributes like good or bad. Researchers believe this test revealed attributes that people would be unwilling to state publicly or might not even be aware or may not even be aware of on a conscious level. Across all the experiments, 61% of white participants associated white people more with human and black people more with animals. Now that's very revealing that they would take black and white people as opposed to white and somebody else. We already know that white people feel that way about black people. I would like to know what they think about other people, and I would guess that it's not all that much better, but maybe somewhat better. An even greater number, 69% of white participants, associated white participants more with humans and Asians more with animals, and the same result occurred for white people taking a white Hispanic test. Okay, so I was wrong. They think that Asians are more animal than black people, and that is revealing. These effects held true across age, religion, and education of participants, but did vary by political affiliation and gender. Self-identified conservatives and men expressed slightly stronger implicit human equal white associations. Wow! Interestingly, where white people saw Asians as more animal than black people, Asians saw black people as more animal than white people. I think that's kind of interesting. The researcher attributed these findings to the fact that white people are socially and economically dominant in the United States, where 85% of the participants were from Western Europe. Morehouse, the author, said that while the results could be uncomfortable for some, awareness was a first step that could help individuals break patterns of stereotyping. I don't know if that's true or not. People can have all the information in the world they need and still do something racist against another person. Now, I want to end this by saying that all of the people who are calling Black Americans xenophobic, and these are mostly black immigrants, we are not xenophobic. It is not wrong for you to be concerned about yourself, your people, and your community. It's natural. So being concerned about people walking into this country not knowing who they are, where they came from, what their intentions are, whether they're criminals or not, it is not xenophobic to be concerned about that. It is human. Human. Okay, y'all? Thank you for listening. Have a good evening.